Alright, well, you know what? Hughes promised us a show, so let's see what he's got in store for us.
Let's walk directly into this proposition, which is definitely not any kind of a trap or otherwise inadvisable. Like, hey, that's different.
Look, Sagi! Pro-machination's already begun!
You know, I gotta say, props to the engineers of the Empire, they set the scaffolding and shit up real quick.
These guys work fast.
Rodolfo opposes pro-machination, but Hughes pushed forward against his wishes.
Can you stop him by force?
We'll try, sir. But he's likely to bring out a Machina Arma. I don't think we can stop him.
I mean,
if he
force is
does.
literally the only thing we've had any success with, so like, yeah.
Baelheit has a lot of them, even in the army. I can't make things happen the way I used to. This is an embarrassing thing for the head of military affairs to say. But right now, you're all I can
Oh, they
count
do remember that he's supposed to have control over the military.
We'll do our best, sir.
I was gonna say, I appreciate, that they eventually get around to acknowledging that Varys should be able to call all of this shit off, but doesn't, because, you know, if he did, then the game wouldn't happen.
There was an attempt. There's a theory at work, like, you know, it's supposed to be like, you know, what's happening here is he's getting fucked by the deep state. That's what this is. It's the deep state.
You know, that's probably not even that inaccurate of a description of Baelheit and the Dark Service.
Like, did any part of that sound like I was joking? Did I fucking stutter?
No, you're right. See, if Crow had said it, I would have taken that as a joke. But no, you're right. That's completely literal.
That's my secret. I never joke. I'm very funny, but I never joke.
Anyway, we can fight these guys with the flamethrowers. It doesn't do anything. They just respawn as soon as you leave the screen. But they do drop a lot of experience, so, you know.
It feels like the kind of thing that we should do. You know, it just seems like, you know, just vaguely worth doing.
They've also made a new combat background for this part of the game.
Effort put in.
Yeah, it wasn't super flashy or anything, but yeah, if we get into a fight, it opens on, like, the burning background. It's not nothing.
Like, my question is, given that they are able to build all this stuff just here to begin with, why are they bothering clearing out the forest? Like, it's clearly not holding them back. They got a whole pylon up here. They even managed to, like, ground it on multiple elevations. Like, they're not even putting anything on top of it. It's just, like, there. It's just constructed. It's some, like, we got, like, JRPG science and JRPG metaphysics and, like, even JRPG, like, writing, but, like, now we've got JRPG engineering. Oh well. I'm interested in hearing passing engineers' critiques of the Empire's construction. Maybe it's just a giant Grover pylon. Anyway, sure, right, yeah, okay. Interacting with the machines.
Yeah, the engineer up here gave us a very impassioned defense of, like, fuck these guys. Like, no wonder they overheated. You're fucking burning down the forest.
Yeah. Is this actually all, like, totally thematically consistent? Are they on point? Is this, like, actually a commentary? I feel like I could see it. Like, I'm getting the vague sense of a theory at work here. Was that save point there before?
That save point was not there before. What a weird coincidence. How did this get here?
I believe, there was a prior conversation about games communicating important information purely through vibes. Like, the ominous save point is just, like, such a complete classic. It's just, like, the video game vibe vernacular. You know what it means when there's a save point, or even worse, a save point and a shop right outside the door. You feel it in your soul.
I say, this one gets a bonus point for save point where there wasn't one there last time.
That's an escalation. I feel like we should write that one down. That's going in the book of game design canon.
The forest. This is
I can also
terrible.
give an appreciative nod to it, like, would you like to save prompt in the middle of a cutscene.
Hughes! What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like? I'm removing what's in the way. Makes for a good show, doesn't it?
No! The people of Sadal Sud need this forest! Make your men stop right now!
You, bring me my Machina Arma.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're talking to you.
Stop your fussing. You'll get your chance to fight me. Right now!
Wow, that guy must be really good at sprinting. Like, the path down there is long and winding. And he just went and got that thing.
You know, I like how everybody else gets, like, tanks and Metal Gears. And what does Hughes get? Hughes gets a fucking Doom Fist.
I mean, he's got the whole flying machine that gives him a Doom Fist. It's like a high fantasy version of Barrett's Gatling gun. Can definitely appreciate it.
I would like to tell you there's anything interesting about the Hughes fight, but you know, it's a Machina Arma fight, which means we'll do like 200 damage and then we'll just instantly lose.
Yeah. Makes the big numbers come out, and one of the big numbers represents the cost. Like, I don't know. There's... I feel like it's exactly as interesting as it can possibly be, and it does everything it can do for how interesting it is, and like it deploys the interest and then realizes that its interest is waning and then fucks off. I'm fine with that.
I mean, we will eventually be able to have actual fights with, you know, Hughes and Nazca and them, and by that point, this will be significantly more interesting, but, you know, this is not that moment.
At least we'll get the good music again. Out of curiosity, how much time did you cut just then?
Like a minute and a half, maybe? This isn't that long of a fight.
I mean, yeah, there's like the absolute amount of time, but there's also, like, you know, how long it feels. The problem, like, the problem is always about feel.
Oh, it was a little bit more... It was a little bit more than that. It was 4:41. I think I left in, like... like a minute at the front and then 30 seconds on the back. So not quite, like 2.5 minutes, give or take.
Don't you get it? That's why we have to stop him. Save the whining for another time. Get up, Kilo, and fight!
Yeah, no, we got this.
Damn right! That's what I want to hear. If we let him go, the damage won't stop with this valley.
Huge fan of repeatedly trying the same thing. It'll work this time.
Have you said your fill? I'd like to get this over with.
I also appreciate that Hughes has the same armor that all the other Machina Arma do,
so long?
except, you know,
Lord
he's
Baelite
clearly
is
not
waiting for your
wearing any
report.
armor.
What have we here? If it isn't Sagi. Have you been pestering Hughes? Your timing couldn't be better. As it happens, I've brought something fun for you to play with. It's me. Be a dear and drop the cargo over Nunki Valley. No, that's all right. I'm giving you clearance. Just do it! If you would.
Great. Good times.
What was that about?
If we fail this, I assume you would have to do the Hughes
Stand
encounter
back and
over
see
again.
for yourself.
No. There's a checkpoint. There's a checkpoint in between bosses.
Oh wow, game design. I've forgotten what it feels like.
Anyway, I love Shanath's voice actor. He is clearly having a great time with all of this.
Yeah, that man was born for this exact purpose.
Like, he is the absolute slimiest fucker in the universe, and he is just cast perfectly.
Like, look, I am a bad guy, fucking deal with it. What did you expect from me?
What are you thinking, Shanath?
Even the rest of the bad guys are
It's
like,
an
Jesus
unexpected
Christ, this guy.
acquisition, a mongrel. Its host was a wild animal. I was having it brought to Lord Baelite, but waste not, want not. Why send the precious creature off when we could use it to take care of Sagi first?
See, that's just practical.
Does Lord Baelite
All the best
know
villains
about
are
this?
improvisers.
No, why trouble him? We're killing two birds with one stone.
You snake.
Sagi, look out!
It seems this gremlin wants a little attention.
Well, this is fine.
Big ol' chimera-looking cat thing? Sure, let's do it.
Like the saber teeth. Nice touch. Alright, so, what do we got?
We got that.
Let's see.
Feral Death will do about 500 to 600 damage, and it will heal him for half of the damage that it inflicts. But, that's about it, though. You know.
That sounds almost manageable.
Oh yeah, he inflicts blind as well.
Oh, that sounds annoying.
That is.
Has to be a sting somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, it wears off relatively quickly, so, like, it's not the worst thing to deal with.
It's like an interference with the damage rates. The whole thing is you have a plan for like is how you're gonna roughly stay ahead of it, and it's got a thing that's not like directly threatening, but interferes with your plan. And then in your attempts to adapt and improvise your plan, it makes stuff go wrong, and then you start losing. There's a theory there. Feel like it about checks out.
Yeah, but this fight is not particularly hard.
There.
Alright then.
May my blade be sharp.
I mean, in as much as anything in this game can be easy.
Yeah, it's relatively speaking. It's like, you know, it's easy in the way that, you know, your standard mooks and your souls-like are easy, where, you know, the way to deal with them is known and repeatable, but, like, doesn't mean that they won't fuck you up real quick if you take your eye off the ball. Again, the whole theory there. Oh well. All told, I kind of expected worse.
Big shout out to Gilo, who sat there and died like 3 or 4 times in a row while Sagi did all the actual damage.
I feel like Gilo would be canonically fine with that.
Sagi, hang on. It's almost over.
No. My head.
Oh no!
Millie!
Kill it, Sagi! You're the only one who can do it now!
I mean,
I know.
are we? But,
Just be quiet.
yeah, whatever. Animation budget ran out.
You know, the funny thing is, like, not even, because, like, they clearly show it falling over and dying. Like, all they had to do was have Sagi standing in frame when it
Millie,
happened.
Wake up!
Then they'd have to make sure that the sword actually goes in the right place and, like, makes a plausible cut and, you know, doesn't
You look so
hit
bad.
through Millie and, you know, a lot of work.
I'm fine. My head hurts a little. That's all.
Don't worry, this is obviously all fine. Definitely 100% of the local threats dealt with.
Yep, everything's going great. That's why Sagi's busy vomiting up blood.